Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and I briefly want to talk about the accusations been made against Netflix that they stole artwork from a private creator for their Witcher Blood Origin series without paying him. Now, this video is going to be about the difference between legal culpability and moral culpability. I'm not one who wants to go out of my way to defend Netflix, especially in the current situation after the abomination that was Blood Origin, but legally, they have a leg to stand in, at least in American copyright law. When it comes to the moral standing, it's abhorrent what they've done, and I think it's wrong, but that really doesn't have any effect on the court. It's good that this artist is coming out and saying, hey, they did this to me, but I don't see much point in trying to sue them because there is that law of transformation, the 25%, you change it up to 25% and you're good to go. And these examples that they provide are definitely at least 25% apart. Again, still morally reprehensible, but legally they can get away with it, and that's why this whole situation sucks quite a bit. Now, this is the original post made by the artist Sean Koss, who said apparently Witcher Blood Origin stole their artwork, and yeah, you can see some of the artwork in the background. It's really hard to see very far back there. It's from the very end of Blood Origin, and these are the comparisons that people made. I can see it. The problem is beyond they changed 25% of it. The other problem is that these are very common shapes. We've seen skulls like that before. There are skulls like that in nature, so you can't copyright nature. And it's very similar to a Leshen skull, which is an actual monster from the Witcher lore. So they have enough of a basis between their 25% transformation and the commonality of the subject matter included that they can't be subjective to suing or litigation of any kind. It sucks. It does look like they copied it, but there is enough changes that they'll get away with it. This other one is a little bit more interesting. Shadowy figures like this are quite common in art, all the way back to Vincent van Gogh and his Screaming Man. It happens. It does happen, and it sucks. It really does. I can see enough of a similarity there to see what he's thinking, but it's not enough, once again, to be legally culpable. And that's where this all comes down to, is the difference between legal obligation and moral obligation. This is a major breach of moral obligation to pay this man for the rights to use his material, but legally, they found a loophole and they went through it. I can't argue the law. I don't know well enough why it is this case. I don't know the why. I just know that it is. And so we have to operate within that, at least until we can change it. This is heinous, though. I can't harp on this enough. It's just another thing that Netflix does. I'm not a fan of Netflix right now. I am not on board with nearly any of the decisions they've ever made, but I found myself kind of almost supporting them from a legal standpoint in this whole debacle. This one's a little bit harder to tell. This one is the only really thing that people are showing in common is the hand and the bow on the head. Everything else is enough different. Like, it's not a centaur, it looks like in the bottom picture, and there's no arrows. The face is completely different. That's more than 25% difference. So they're absolutely going to get away with it. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think what is more important in a business setting like this, the moral obligation or the legal obligation to the relationship between Netflix, studio like them, and the artist like Sean Koss? I personally believe that they should not have done this, but they have every right to in a legal sense. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff that's dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.